time. We'll get a look at the streets, see what's going on. It's Halloween week this week.
Yes.
So driving through Northstone Saturday night, we went to the Lake Norman Rotary's annual wine spectacular. It's an event where they raise money for some local charities. Hope House Foundation was included on that list. Also, Early Scholars was there as well.
Oh, Cornelius Early Scholars, yeah.
Little
Great
Smiles.
organization. Yeah.
And then there was a couple other organizations. Forgive me for not remembering them off the top of my head right now. But they were there, and it was interesting seeing Northstone's one of those neighborhoods in Huntersville. If you've not driven through it, about 1,000 homes type neighborhood. Bunch of Halloween decorations out everywhere. I feel like Halloween sneaks up quick.
I feel like it does too. People decorate big though for Halloween too. A lot of places.
Oh
do.
yeah, a lot of time invested.
Yes, a lot of time invested. Cornelius is. I think today is the last day to vote for the homes in Cornelius. So if you're interested in voting for those, you can go to Cornelius Park and Rec website and vote for the house that you think has the best Halloween decorations. So
okay,
I think today's the last day of that. So there are 3 houses from my neighborhood in that contest. So,
oh wow,
yeah. Shout out my
3.
hood. 3.
And
3
is it
houses.
full-fledged, like there's skeletons hanging?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and
lights.
the cool thing about it, they didn't just, it's not just pictures that people submit for their contest. They give you the addresses so you can go by and look at them in person to vote.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one in my neighborhood, they have a full rock band with skeletons out front.
Rockin'.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses is who they're supposed to be dressed up as. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So shout out to my neighborhood. Good job,
Yeah,
guys.
that is very cool.
Yeah.
Don't have much of that in my neighborhood.
No.
Right now. A couple things. We have a pumpkin out. We do have a
Nice.
pumpkin out.
Nice.
The setup and breakdown each year, like I feel like more and more as the years pass.
Mhm.
Well, I want to do things. The idea of setting up and then it's not the setup, it's the knowing that you
tear
have to
down.
break it down.
That's what it is too. Yeah.
Because
So-
Halloween, you got to take it down November 1st, right? Like
Right.
there's no
No, you
extending
can't just leave it
beyond
for another
31st.
week. Yeah, because you got to get your Christmas tree up.
Right.
November
And
1st.
Christmas lights can stay year round. I'm okay with Christmas lights on year round. That
You
doesn't
are.
bother me. It doesn't bother me.
All right, will fine you if they're up past Martin Luther
Oh,
King
really?
Day. Yep,
So, but into January, though.
into January.
It does go at least beyond December 25th.
So yeah, you could leave them up like through New Year's or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought you just meant Christmas lights all year round.
I mean, I'm also okay with that.
You're okay with that?
But Halloween, I feel like you do have to take it down November 1st because
Yeah.
it's like Halloween is a very specific holiday. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Not that Christmas isn't either, but
But yeah, people get really excited for Halloween, so I'm excited. And yeah, we do the full size candy bars, which is why I'm not shouting out where my neighborhood is right now. And
did you already get the candy bars?
I'll be going by Costco maybe today or tomorrow.
What are you
to get
feeling?
'em.
Like Snickers?
I
Kit
just do
Kat?
the pack. I get the 2. So I get the one that has the fruity with like the Skittles, the Starburst, and all those, and then I get the one that has the classic chocolate, the Hershey and Twix and Snickers.
Oof.
Yeah. And then I found out though the first year we did the full size, there were a lot of the smaller kids like your kids' age, toddler or younger, 5 and under, who were like, "You don't have the little ones." I was like, "No, we have the big ones. This is cooler."
You're complaining?
Yeah, but they wanted the little ones, and so now we have to have a basket of littles for the ones who like, "Nah, I want 4 little ones. I don't want one big one." So
That,
Yeah.
that could be a you thing. I could see you doing that, right? Rather than the big candy bar, you'll take 4 little ones.
yeah, I probably would. Yeah.
I don't think you'll complain about it like
No,
that.
I'll take the
but
big one too. I'll just take me a week to eat it. But yeah.
I saw some memes over the weekend of like, because some people they leave the bucket on the front porch.
Right.
But you guys are going to be out there like manning the station. So
Right.
people won't they can't get past Rob on this one. They're
No.
not going to let that happen.
No.
But there was one meme picture I thought was hilarious. It was a bucket of like chicken wings. And it was like, this one's for the adults. Like, it
Nice.
was-
Nice.
There's a few of those.
Now we
probably
have
out there.
done meatballs from the butcher in Cornelius, New York Butcher. We
Like
have,
you're dishing them out?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have done a tray of meatballs before.
But
so
you're sitting out there again.
we sit out there. We don't just put them in a bucket and say
Right.
take one.
That's what I was wondering. Because sometimes you see random things too. Like some people like, oh, I'm giving you toothpaste and toothbrushes. You know,
Who's
you ever
doing
seen
that?
Probably a
Raisins?
dentist. Yeah, raisins. Exactly.
Raisins?
There's definitely those.
You just skip the raisin house.
That's
That
in
only has
Davidson.
to happen once.
That's
yeah.
in Davidson.
Yeah,
over
give
there.
me raisins or hand sanitizer in there, and I'm never coming back to your house again.
Yeah, but the chocolate and all that adds up quickly. It's very nice for me as an adult because Noah can do all the walking and pick up the chocolate knowing he's not going to eat all of it, and I've got plenty, so it works. Do you eat a lot of the chocolate or the candy or no?
Yeah. Whenever Kitty used to get it, teach her about the economy and taxes, and yeah, Mom gets the Reese's, and you get everything else. Yeah,
That's still a thing.
That's definitely still a thing.
That's still a thing. All right, we're going to talk a little bit of sports later on with Joe Burke, WSIC sports director. There was a lot going on this weekend. I saw stage 1 of the race in Miami. I did not see stage 2 or 3. Bill, do you know who won the race by chance? I did not even look it up.
Yes, I do know. Team 23. Gosh, why am I drawing a
Bubba?
blank right now?
Bubba?
Nope. Michael Jordan went up and gave him a big old hug.
Tyler.
Oh, Tyler Reddick.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah, it was a good finish.
Okay. Good for him.
Yeah, a couple of swaps between top 2 cars in the last 2 laps.
Miami looked about beautiful this weekend out there, and actually the weather here was pretty spot on. A little bit of rain yesterday.
Saturday
Saturday
night.
we had a little bit
Saturday
of
night.
rain, yeah.
Down
yeah.
in Uptown.
Yeah, we had a little bit. Well, we were over in Iron Station Saturday afternoon at this new petting zoo.
Oh.
So I had a good time out there.
King
too.
Ranch. That's
King
the one.
Ranch,
Yeah,
yep.
you posted it. Yeah, you
Posted
go from
on-
Luke Combs to petting
I'm telling
zoo.
you, my weekend was wild. Yeah, it was Luke Combs, David Tepper, and Roy Cooper Saturday morning down at King's Ranch, hanging out with some pigs and they had a kangaroo and a baby porcupine. Yeah, and then
Nice combo.
yeah, and then giant bonfire in the neighborhood. They built a house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it wasn't
what-
just a
that-
bomb.
I'll
That
share
was-
that. Yeah, I'll share that video because I have a video of it in the next segment where I'll share
Gosh,
that with
he's
you
just
guys.
burning kids' playhouses
This
now and there.
this guy Terry in our neighborhood, he just takes. They've been doing. He's lived in the neighborhood since it was built in 2001, and he has done the bonfire. I think he said almost every year, maybe not the first one, but they started doing it pretty much since the beginning of the neighborhood when it was built. And so he built an entire house, a haunted house, lights inside, scary things, zombies crawling out of the bottom,
Entire haunted house.
an entire haunted house.
I mean, I changed the dishes this weekend.
Right. Yeah. I don't even think I got the laundry folded. It's still in the. I don't even think I put the laundry from the washer to the dryer this weekend. I think
That's
it's
a key
still,
step that I
think
do
it's still
forget.
in the washer right
Do you
now.
rewash?
You
Oh, yeah.
have to.
Yeah, you got-
You
you have
have to.
to.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm
You
glad
have to
we're all-
rewash. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you like that scent. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
Sour smell.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Terry, he's out there building a whole house in a week. It's like Extreme Makeover
it's impressive.
Bonfire Edition or something. And then they set it on fire, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So
It's amazing when we burn things down.
it was
Love
really,
that.
really cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a something cool because you might need like a first aid kit in that scenario if you're building or doing anything like that. They have a new this new serum stuff for stopping bleeding. It's pretty wild. I don't want to show necessarily the whole video because some people may be. You told me I need to give people disclaimers. But supposedly this FDA approved gel for rapid bleeding is actually really, really good.
Oh goodness.
But we don't have to show the whole video. See, so I didn't say. I said we're not going to show the video.
Why did I
so-
click on that?
but it's a real thing, and supposedly, okay, Bill showed the video. This gel does stop bleeding in seconds, and it's like this thing for FDA that just got approved. That's supposed to be very, very helpful. So hopefully,
hope-
you
I hope
don't
I
need
never
it.
have to
Yeah, I
use
hope
it.
you don't
Yep.
need it.
Yep.
But if you're at a bonfire and something happens and you need first aid, you may want to have this particular gel right there with you.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, a cooling, comfy start to the brand new week. Partly cloudy as temperatures warm into the mid-60s for the afternoon. We'll go back down into the comfy low 50s overnight, bumping into the low 70s. Plenty of sunshine as we get into our Tuesday, and we'll continue to warm up. A warm Halloween looks to be in our future across the Lake Norman area. Temperatures likely in the upper 70s for Halloween in the afternoon, cooling back into the upper 60s for trick-or-treating. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Nina's Boutique.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts. The Southern Christmas Show, November 14th through 24th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Save on tickets at southernchristmasshow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan. The Southern Christmas Show.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Boatyard Eats in Cornelius presents live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights. 70s rock revival Troubadour Project takes the stage at 8:30 Friday night, while 80s tribute band The Breakfast Club headlines Saturday show along with DJ Wheels. Visit boatyardlkn.com for tickets, details, and show information. The 21st annual Statesville Pumpkin Festival is Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come join the community in historic downtown Statesville with 2 stages of live entertainment. The Classic Car cruising, Kids Zone, pumpkin activities, and vendors. The Statesville Pumpkin Festival is truly a fall festival for the entire family. Stick around at 5:30 p.m. for the after party with Uptown dueling pianos. For more information, visit StatesvillePumpkinFest.com. We'll see you Saturday in downtown Statesville for the annual Pumpkin Festival. The Dirt Track at Charlotte Motor Speedway presents the World of Outlaws World Finals beginning on November 6th and continuing through the 9th. Catch Dirt Racing's top 3 series for 4 days of action to decide their championships, featuring the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series, the World of Outlaws Late Model Series, and the Super Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds. Single day and 4-day ticket packages and camping information are all available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. Often imitated, never duplicated, the World of Outlaws World Finals invade the Charlotte Motor Speedway Dirt Track in November. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
The Renaissance Festival is back, Saturdays and Sundays, now through November 24th. Non-stop shop at Giant Crafts Market. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, OKN. 8:18. Happy Monday to you. We're going to get a look at the streets and see what's going on out there because it was kind of a little chilly this morning. I wonder if that changes how people drive. RideICATS.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning to you, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. No accidents to report. 77 southbound around Sanford Road all the way down to 485. There's some heavy congestion, stop-and-go traffic in that area. Going into the city of Charlotte, things were flowing this morning. 77 northbound from about 485 up through the Huntersville, Cornelius area. There's some stop-and-go traffic in there. Besides that, everything's looking good on 77. Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues on the secondary roads this morning, so hope everybody has a good start to the week.
Patient pants required, Jeff. We appreciate you, sir. Hope you have a great day. We'll chat with you tomorrow.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. RideICATS.com, $1 from your front door. Run errands all the way around Iredell County, and $1 to get back. It's that easy. It's nice. Renfest contest ticket giveaway still going on for a couple more weeks.
We've got about 3 more weeks to give away tickets. Family 4-pack, and all you have to do is sign up for the WSIC newsletter. You go to the WSICnews.com, scroll to the bottom, add your first name, last name, email. That's it. Or you can also go to any of our social media pages, LKN Memes, WSIC, Good Morning LKN, on Instagram or Facebook. Check those out, and there's a post pinned to the top so that you can sign up that way as well.
Pin the post to the top. What can you find in the newsletter?
Newsletter is going to have upcoming contests.
I love that.
You get first look at the contests that come out. Also, just interesting things that are happening. So what I do is I go through each month and I say, hey, what are the things that people need to know about that happened this month? And then I'll let you know in the newsletter. So interesting shows. We're definitely going to highlight some of the work that the Chamber has done. So there is an excerpt from Town Talk with all the work that the Lake Norman Chamber has done to help with relief for the hurricane victims, and especially what Bill Russell's been doing on his show and highlighting the work that they've been doing. So definitely going to feature that one. And then some other interesting things that have happened this month, mostly around the hurricane relief and all the help that the community has offered to our neighbors, Western North Carolina. The newsletter comes out this week, so bonus, you sign up, you get to read the newsletter.
Boom.
And you get signed up for Renfest tickets.
It's a great way to stay connected.
Yeah,
There's a lot of great
definitely,
information and multiple. One of the many ways that you can stay connected, but the newsletter is a great way if you're into the reading and seeing and being updated on
I love a
general.
Newsletter.
Yeah, it's a good tool to have.
It's a good little rundown of what's going on. You might discover some shows that you haven't listened to before, and a way for you to, discover new shows and interesting topics.
Because there's over 35 hours a week worth of shows here, and you can download the WSIC News app and catch all of them live and on demand, available on iOS and Google Play. 1 week left in the election. So after the election, right, there's the transition phase, right, that happens. Very interesting clip here. There was a speech done. Do you know who RFK Jr. is?
Yes.
Do you know who Tulsi Gabbard is?
No,
Tulsi.
I don't know who Tulsi Gabbard is.
She was the one who.
She was a Democrat. She's now a Republican.
Yes, she's
Okay.
a beast.
Yes.
Okay.
So she sat down at they had a sit down, like some type of conference, where they're sitting on a stage answering questions, public forum kind of style. They're sitting around talking about the transition, and one candidate's going to win, right? Regardless, I'm not saying which one, right? But one of them's going to win.
One is going to win.
The one kind of currently not Kamala Harris, right? That would probably be less of a transition, if you would, right? Because same party.
Yeah.
She's already kind of in the White House. Maybe she moves to a different bedroom, whatever else. But on the Trump side, very interesting take from the Trump team and RFK Jr., who I guess we could say he's part of the Trump team now, right? I think we're allowed to say that at this point. He's pretty much
endorsed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And more than endorsed him. Let's roll this clip, and it seems like he's actually like on the team, is what it seems like now.
I've talked to Donald Trump specifically about this, and he said to me, I said, look, the last time you were in there, you put John Bolton in charge of NSA and Mike Pompeo in charge of the CIA and the State Department, and you put an oil guy, in charge of Department of Interior, a coal guy in charge of EPA, and a telecom lobbyist in charge of FCC, and pharma lobbyist as head of HHS and FDA, Scott Gottlieb. And he said, here's the difference. He said, when I got in last time, I had no idea how to govern. And I got surrounded by donors and corporate people who said, you appoint this guy and appoint that guy. And he said, I appointed a lot of bad people. Now, I was listening this morning to this extraordinary interview that Donald Trump did with Joe Rogan yesterday. And he said during that interview, he talked specifically about John Bolton. He said, a donor got me to appoint him. And he said, he's a great guy. He turned out, and this is what he said. He said, he's a really bad guy. And he said, this time, I'm not going to do that. He told us that. And what he did, he didn't just promise that, but he did something no other president's done before. Normally, the transition team is not created until November 6th because GAO, the General Accounting Office, pays for the all the costs of the
Taxpayer
transition
dollars
team.
pay for the transition.
Trump said, I'm not going to do it this time. I'm not going to do it their way. I'm going to start my own transition team 3 months early. And he got private donors. He got private donors to fund it. And he's appointed 20 people, including me and Tulsi.
He hasn't called me yet. He hasn't
And,
called me yet. No.
There's people of all different kinds of ideology and people who we're going to have to go up against on that transition team and fight for our vision. But I can tell you this, which is unique, there are no corporate lobbyists on that campaign, on that transition team. And usually it's 100% corporate lobbyists. So it's very, very different, and it gives me lots of hope that this government is going to be different than any government we've ever seen.
Very interesting difference here, right? Again, never been done where typically it's taxpayer funded for transitioning, right? And again, he hasn't won, right? So there's no way, it could be for a big nothing burger. But President Trump going about it a different way of saying, hey, I'm going to do this all without the taxpayer dollars. I'm going to do this in a different way. Because, when you take the money from the government, then they get their hands in it. And that's usually what happens here. And so he's trying to do something
that's interesting, different take on it. And so that's interesting to see how things pan out and
Process.
what that would, if he does win, then
Right.
what that would create for what his government, his cabinet would look like. So that's
another interesting thing for as far as the politics go over the weekend, or I think this would have been Friday, the Fifth Circuit made a ruling. I don't know if you guys saw this one, Federal Fifth Circuit, that ballots must arrive by Election Day, and it overrides, I believe it was Mississippi state law that allows later deadlines. So the ballots have to be, at least as of the Fifth Circuit ruling here. Now, I think this would have to go toward Supreme Court next if this was to change. But yeah, that state laws that say that you can have ballots arrive after, not valid. So very interesting ruling there.
That is interesting.
We'll see with 1 week left in an election if anything changes on that, right? But so we're seeing some things shape out. You have your chance to vote. Make your voice heard, whichever person you want to vote for, as long as you vote. Because if you don't vote, you don't get to complain. That's usually my rule. So until November 2nd, if you are not registered, you can register simultaneously while voting at early voting at the polling locations in your county. So you can do that. And then also just what was funny over the weekend. Did you see Trump finally trolled Biden on the ice cream machine?
Yes, that was hilarious.
Hilarious. That one was
Hilarious.
funny too.
Yeah.
So he does a post where he's basically saying, "I'm going to fix all the ice cream machines at McDonald's."
But didn't Biden, wasn't that one of his policies when he was running as well?
He was going to start fining McDonald's, I think, or something like that for not having the ice cream machine. The funny part about the picture, though, it's the image of Biden wearing the Trump hat when he put that on at that one rally, and then he's holding
that was pretty funny.
That was pretty good. So there you go, a
I
little
like
bit
it.
of politics. And now let's go to Mamie's other favorite topic, sports.
Sports.
Panthers, actually, they had a birthday over the weekend.
What birthday?
Celebrating 31 years of the Carolina Panthers.
Happy birthday.
Did you sing them happy birthday at all?
No, I just said I wouldn't make fun of them for a week. Happy birthday, Panthers. I'll make
It sounds like a little bit like you're making fun of them there with the tone on the happy birthday.
I'm not making fun of them at all. A whole week. They get a whole week off. It's their bye week from me.
Maybe they'll be on the wheel today. Give Tep a little daylight donuts.
There you go.
Know what I mean?
There you go.
All right, 31 years of the Panthers. We've been to the Super Bowl twice.
31 years, gosh.
Doesn't seem like time flies, huh?
I know, because I'm always like, we're a young team.
It's still early.
Yeah. We'll get there.
We're not Chicago.
Oh, well.
Or Green Bay.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You got to have the rain with the sunshine, or you want to appreciate it. We're just in a rainy season right now, and it's going to be
classic.
okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I saw a video that's gone mega viral about what it's like to be a Panthers fan, and it starts off every new game. All right, this is gonna be it. We're gonna do it, and I was like, it hurts because I know what's coming next.
Bill sends a text in the group chat, a different group chat this weekend, and it was like after we scored the touchdown, he's like, "That's it, we're back.
Yep.
We're back. Let's get this." And then I didn't hear from Bill the rest of the
Crying in a
evening.
corner.
Right.
But we did get a touchdown.
And Legette's celebration after the touchdown was pretty good too.
I was doing that all around the house.
It was great.
In circles.
It was great. Loved it.
In your birthday suit? That was it?
That's it.
Happy birthday,
That's the only way
Panthers.
I'd watch the Panthers.
He looked like he got a little injured after. Did he make it back okay after he tweaked his foot a little bit?
Yeah, he's good.
Probably got shot up real quick. Okay. All right. That's what they do. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Otani, too. Is he okay?
Oh, what happened?
His shoulder.
Oh, I did not see this.
I'm pretty sure his
missed this.
shoulder popped out of place.
Oh, no.
You're in the game?
When he was stealing for second or something like that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Man, but I saw that game on Friday. That was awesome. That was fun to watch.
Literally on Friday night, I turn on the TV. I switch over to the baseball game. I see one pitch, and it's literally the last pitch of the game. And I think to myself, well, there goes Justin's bet of
Yankees sweep.
Yankees in 4, baby.
Yeah.
That one. But it was close. I was real close.
Everybody was nervous. Sure.
I was real close. And then it definitely went away after the second game, too. So that happened as well.
That was awesome, game one.
We'll talk to Joe Burke, WSIC Sports Director, next.
Keep it right here. Justin, Bill, and Mamie will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a cooling, comfy start to the brand new week. Partly cloudy as temperatures warm into the mid-60s for the afternoon. We'll go back down into the comfy low 50s overnight, bumping into the low 70s. Plenty of sunshine as we get into our Tuesday, and we'll continue to warm up. A warm Halloween looks to be in our future across the Lake Norman area. Temperatures likely in the upper 70s for Halloween in the afternoon, cooling back into the upper 60s for trick-or-treating. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Welcome home to the feeling of Horn Heating and Air Conditioning is family owned and operated and understands the meaning of community. We treat you like family because you are family. Visit hornhvac.com.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville is known for the prices and selection, but I tell you what, you may not have known the distinction that this store received with Ford and Lincoln this year. We received the President's Award for 2023 for Ford for the 5th year in a row. We also received it for Lincoln for the first year, and I tell you, those awards don't come easily. It all boils down to taking care of the customers and having the vehicles you want in stock for you to buy.
Take your life by the reins and let the horses at Willow Equine heal and empower you. Located in Mooresville, our services help with trauma, anxiety, depression, and addiction. Love life again. Visit willowequine.com today.
For over 57 years, Nelson Royals has been serving the Lake Norman, Mooresville, Statesville, and surrounding counties. Nelson Royals has work in Western clothing and over 4,000 boots and shoes in stock. Brands like Ariat, Rocky, Justin, Durango, Tony Lama, Red Wing, Thorogood, Skechers, Hey Dude, and many more. Check them out at nelsonroyals.com.
New lunch specials now available at Mooresville's best Italian spot, Pomodoro's. Open Tuesday through Sunday and ready to serve you the best Italian this side of the motherland. View the mouth-watering menu at pomodoros.com.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. A new report looks at the high cost of infant care in the U.S. Bankrate found that overall full-time care for one infant costs families almost 15% of their annual income on average. South Dakota was the most affordable place to care for an infant, with almost 9% of income spent. New Mexico was the most expensive. There, Bankrate found that families are spending almost 21% of annual income on infant care. McDonald's Quarter Pounders will return to menus but won't have onions on them in the wake of an E. coli outbreak. The outbreak is believed to be caused by slivered onions, and McDonald's has ruled out beef patties as the source. 75 people have been sickened by the outbreak across 13 states. There has been one death. Stock futures are pointing to a higher open for Wall Street this morning. Oil is tumbling after Israel's retaliatory strikes against Iran spared oil facilities. And it was a mixed close for stocks this past Friday. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7/8/34. Wow, already there. Getting close to the home ad show. Yeah. Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Buying, selling, and celebrating. We'll chat with Patrick Reynolds, host of the show. Joe Berg, who produces the show. Also, WSIC sports director, joins us in studio right now. Joe, let's go and rip the Band-Aid off.
We have to talk about Panthers again.
We have to. We have to acknowledge it. What happened, Joe? Where did it all fall apart?
Man, the first half is where it all fell apart. That if the first half was a little bit better, I think they might have had at least a little bit more of a competitive game. But
so by better, do you mean like another touchdown? Do you mean a stop on third? Like what do you?
Well, things started good. You know, you get the opening drive touchdown. Bryce Young looks pretty good on the opening drive, but then he ends the first half with only 30 more passing yards than he had on that first drive. So the offense was not looking good. They give up 21 unanswered in the second. To go down 21-7 at half. They give up the first score of the third, and now it's 28-7, and it's kind of like, well, we need the offense to get going, and it did. It eventually, got going a little bit, but that's in garbage time, and things didn't look good. I mean, Bryce Young played okay. I don't know if he played well enough for me to say that it's time for him to be the number one guy again.
Definitely not consistent enough for me to say that.
Let's see what's going on with Andy Dalton's thumb. If the thumb is still not ready, give him one more try. And if that doesn't go well, then I think it's over for him because you just can't keep trying to make this work.
Do you think that management at this point is looking for a way to trade Bryce Young right now this morning?
No, I don't think so. I've heard rumors about it. I think it's still a little bit too early. It's only his second year. Possibly next year, let's see what happens with the draft, where they end up in the regular season if they have the number one pick. If they do have the number one pick and they want to go get another quarterback, then we'll definitely start hearing some rumors about Bryce Young being traded. But I don't think they're going to do it just yet.
1-7 is a good track record to get started on a first-round pick.
That was last year's record. Was it last year? Like we won one game all year? Is that right, or two?
I think we had 2 wins by this point last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, even first or second pick in the draft ain't bad. The other bet I had over the weekend, I had Yankees in 4. How am I looking on that, Joe?
It's depressing is how it's looking.
Aw.
Yankees lost the first 2 games of the series. First game on just I don't even know how to describe the coaching decisions that were made in that game by the Yankees. It was flawlessly terrible. And the Yankees end up losing in extras on a walk-off grand slam by everybody's favorite Atlanta Brave, Freddie Freeman. In game 2, things just didn't go well for the Yankees. The Dodger offense was working good. They put up 4 early, and that's pretty much all they needed. The Yankee offense was shut down.
Now, there was a clip I saw that I want to pull up here. This was Ohtani, and I'm just wondering, wanting to get a status check on his shoulder is what I'm curious about here.
Yeah.
Wanting to see, and Joe, give us the analysis here on. Okay, so he slid into second, stole the base. He's laying there on the ground. He's got his hand raised like it's kindergarten. Guy's on the phone. He's rolling on. Give me a timeout is basically what he asked for, I believe.
Yeah.
He's rolling around. This is the highest paid guy in sports, pretty much, right? Right here, laying on the ground.
Yeah, it is.
And word on the street is that it popped out of place. His shoulder came out.
I didn't hear if it came out of place or not. It may have. It looked like as he slid, like his elbow got pushed into the dirt a little bit weird. But all signs are pointing towards him playing tonight. Game 3 of the World Series is tonight. And as far as Dodgers managers go, they think that he's going to be playing.
I think they had on the audio here, this guy's a translator, I think, or he could speak Ohtani's. Is he Japanese?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Ohtani
I think
is.
he could speak Japanese as well. So they were talking in Japanese, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there you go. So, okay, Ohtani might be in the game tonight then.
That is the expectation, as far as I know. The words that are being used is the Dodgers are banking on Ohtani playing.
Well, I would imagine so.
Yeah. It's very hard to keep a player out of the World Series. I mean, you saw what Freddie Freeman did even in the NLCS with a sprained ankle, going out there and doing anything, limping around, doing anything he can. Because, for a lot of players like Ohtani, like Freeman, an injured Freeman or an injured Ohtani is still better than the alternative.
Not having them at all.
Yeah, because you have the chance of what happened in game 1 with Freeman, where he got that one pitch in one spot, and even while injured, he was able to hit a grand slam and walk it off in the 10th.
Yeah, that was the only pitch I actually saw in the entire game. Miami race over the weekend as well. Yesterday for NASCAR Cup Series, we are in the Final 4. I saw the first stage. I didn't catch the last 2 stages. How did the race finish up?
It was incredible. Classic Homestead Miami Speedway. And my favorite part about the race is NASCAR looks at that race every single year and they go, yeah, let's have our championship in Phoenix, which doesn't make sense. It always used, well, not always. For a long time, it was at Homestead and it always put on a good race. And we go there again with 3 races to go in the season. An incredible race, a last lap pass for the lead, going through 3 and 4 by Tyler Reddick, who made Ryan Blaney look like he was standing still. I don't know if you saw the pass for the win, but it was incredible. He just passed him like he was standing still. He clinches his way into the playoffs, into the Final 4, I should say. We got one more chance to clinch your way into those Final 4, and it's going to be at Martinsville next week.
So
And
who's
Phoenix.
in it as of right? Who has solidified their position in the top?
Right now, 100%, we know that Joey Logano and Tyler Reddick have clinched no matter what. They have wins. They will go to the Final 4. Now, there's other drivers that are in on points right now. That would be Christopher Bell, who's got a 29-point cushion, and William Byron, who has a 29-point cushion. A 7-point cushion. Kyle Larson is the first driver out right now, which is interesting because he had the most playoff points going into the playoffs. And Denny Hamlin, second driver out. Then you have Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott, who basically need to win in order to go to the next round. But that's the way it's stacking up.
Who do you think? Who's your take then on before we get to the final round of 4? Who do you think makes it? We know the 2. Who's the other 2? You think?
My first prediction was that it would be Bell, Byram, Larson, and Hamlin. Now, I could still get 3 of those right. 2 of those right. But with Reddick and Logano winning, they lock themselves in. I think Christopher Bell is going to be okay at a 29-point cushion. I really think the race is going to be between William Byron and Kyle Larson on points, but we've seen it before. A driver below the cut line, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, or the two that I'm looking at, win at Martinsville and punch their ticket to the Final Four. And if that happens, you're going to be looking at that gap between Christopher Bell in the field because the whole thing moves down one, and Christopher then becomes the final driver in. The gap to him is pretty large, so that's going to be a storyline throughout the race on Sunday.
Does it come down to points then between the final four, or how does it work?
So no matter what, we know there will be one driver that makes it into the Final Four on points. There's 3 races, 4 drivers make it in. So you have 3 different winners, and then you could have the 1 point in. And if that does happen, it's Christopher Bell in the pole position for that with a big points cushion right now. Behind him, William Byron, Kyle Larson. They're going to need to get stage points and stay up front the entire race.
Kyle Larson had that blown tire too. It looked like when he popped up on the wall there.
Then he spun late in the race.
Yeah.
It was an eventful race for Larson. Yeah, and that's, people say that about Larson is, yes, he is the greatest driver right now of our generation, but sometimes he's so aggressive that he's his oown worst enemy.
Could you handle going that fast in one of them cars?
Yeah, I think so.
How fast do you think you could go if you got in one of the cars?
I'd foot to the floor. Yeah.
Okay. You're going.
Joe
what?
Burke says all the way.
All the way.
James.
All right. All right. Okay. No,
We need to get Mamie in that Richard Petty experience.
Yeah, I'm going
Get her
about
in one of those
45,
cars.
50 maybe, whatever the speed limit is on Catawba.
Where's my blinker at?
Yeah.
What else went on in the world of sports over the weekend?
Well, we had a lot of high school stuff going on as well. Football's still going on. I'll tell you what, Statesville High School is on a pretty good win streak right now. 5 in a row. Only 1 loss in the conference. They just beat St. Stephen's to go to 8-1 on the year. That's going to be a team to watch when we get to the 3A playoffs. I think Statesville can really make a run this year. In 4A, you got Mooresville and Lake Norman still having great years. Mooresville has not lost a conference game yet. And Lake Norman actually just played South Iredell High School. South Iredell having a really good year. 5-3 going into it. And they have a big lead going into the 4th quarter. Lake Norman scores 15 unanswered to get the win, 29-25. It was a game, and it was huge for seeding, huge for playoffs. That's a conference game. Lake Norman vaulting themselves into a better spot, and South Iredell, they might be fighting to get into those playoffs.
There was some volleyball action, I think, over the weekend, too.
Volleyball's going on. We are 3 rounds deep now in the playoffs. We have some schools in the area that are progressing. North Iredell drawing the 2 seed in the playoffs. They've been progressing pretty well. Unfortunately, Pine Lake got knocked out. We had that game between Lincoln Charter and Lake Norman as well that happened.
Lake Norman Charter.
Yeah, Lake Norman Charter and Lincoln Charter, I believe, played each other in the playoffs. We'll have it for the scoreboard.
Okay, there we go. The scoreboard. WSIC Sports Director Joe Berg hosting that every Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. Definitely check that out. Joe, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, a cooling, comfy start to the brand new week. Partly cloudy as temperatures warm into the mid-60s for the afternoon. We'll go back down into the comfy low 50s overnight, bumping into the low 70s. Plenty of sunshine as we get into our Tuesday, and we'll continue to warm up. A warm Halloween looks to be in our future across the Lake Norman area. Temperatures likely in the upper 70s for Halloween in the afternoon, cooling back into the upper 60s for trick-or-treating. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts. The Southern Christmas Show, November 14th through 24th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Save on tickets at southernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Craft Body Scan. The Southern Christmas Show.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Boatyard Eats in Cornelius presents live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights. 70s rock revival Troubadour Project takes the stage at 8:30 Friday night, while 80s tribute band The Breakfast Club headlines Saturday show along with DJ Wheels. Visit boatyardlkn.com for tickets, details, and show information. The 21st annual Statesville Pumpkin Festival is Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come join the community in historic downtown Statesville with 2 stages of live entertainment: the Classic Car Cruisin', Kid Zone, pumpkin activities, and vendors. The Statesville Pumpkin Festival is truly a fall festival for the entire family. Stick around at 5:30 p.m. for the after party with Uptown dueling pianos. For more information, visit statesvillepumpkinfest.com. We'll see you Saturday in downtown Statesville for the annual Pumpkin Festival. The Dirt Track at Charlotte Motor Speedway presents the World of Outlaws World Finals beginning on November 6th and continuing through the 9th. Catch Dirt Racing's top 3 series for 4 days of action to decide their championships, featuring the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series, the World of Outlaws Late Model Series, and the Super Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds. Single day and 4-day ticket packages and camping information are all available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. Often imitated, never duplicated, the World of Outlaws World Finals invade the Charlotte Motor Speedway Dirt Track in November. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays, now through November 24th. Non-stop shop at Giant Crafts Market. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Happy Monday to you. Busy weekend, sports, but also events.
Events, all kinds of things happening over the
Lake
weekend.
Norman Brewery was having their fundraiser for Western North Carolina, in addition to, I think, Ghostface had some stuff going on, and then everyone for their Halloween stuff and happening and all that kind of stuff. Someone who knows, Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. How was the weekend, Patrick?
Weekend was good. Full of events. Obviously, we just heard full of a whole lot of sports.
Yeah, true.
I combined the two yesterday. I was at Ghostface Brewing for their Boo Fest, big concert, Halloween party. Yeah. Scary costumes, scary music. We had an Alice Cooper tribute band.
Oh, that's fun.
Was the featured performer.
That's a good one
He used to
for
paint
Halloween.
his face, right? Too, or something like that when he was on stage. Alice Cooper, didn't he?
Did Alice
paint
Cooper
his face?
paint his face?
Little
He
bit
wore
of
makeup.
He wore makeup.
The makeup. That's
Wasn't
what
painted.
like the
Yes.
eyes.
Yes.
I remember that now.
Yeah. And the band's lead singer was female, and she did her face makeup similar to Alice Cooper did.
Oh.
Brought snake and all yesterday.
Oh,
for
snake too.
performance. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
She's ready to
there
go.
are some photos of some songs. With
Oh, like she had a snake like around her shoulders or whatever type thing?
Real boa constrictor.
Oh, a
yeah.
real one. Oh, not a plastic snake.
No. And we had
Okay, I could
snakes
not have
yesterday.
stayed then.
Yeah.
I would have had to leave promptly. I'm sorry. There is a real snake here.
Yeah,
Okay, I gotta
real
go home.
snake.
Sorry.
And inside Ghostface Brewing with all those TVs were all the sports on yesterday. So it was
Nice.
a very nice Sunday at Ghostface in Mooresville.
So, of the weekend, did you have a favorite event? Because you probably had something Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if I had to guess.
Yes, but it's all Halloween themed and
Same costume for you each night, or did you change up the costumes?
No, I had different costume.
Oh, wow. You got to have a wardrobe for that then.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And actually, yesterday at Ghostface, I kind of went with the jeans and the Waves Entertainment T-shirt. I was kind of costumed.
I'm Patrick.
Yes.
Dressed as Patrick Reynolds.
Yes. I'm going as Patrick as Justin Ckezepis. I don't
there
know.
you
Yeah.
go.
Something
definitely
like
a costume.
I trade my Waves shirt out for a WSIC T-shirt. And it's like, hey, look at me. I'm Bill. And Credipat.
There was plenty to do. Halloween stuff is in full effect. Do you also have an event planned for Halloween night?
Yes.
What's going on Halloween
Yes.
night for you?
I don't remember.
Okay.
How's that?
Look, it's Monday. That's all the way to Thursday. We just got to
gosh.
get through one day at
Yeah.
a time, right?
I remember in my head there's something, and where, details, time. I'm unprepared for class, teacher, so That pop quiz, give me a big F on this Monday, but I know
won't
there's
give you a
something
big
going
F.
on.
Looking forward, though, to the home ad show starting at 9 o'clock. Buying, selling, and celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Last week, it was pretty much birthdays, I think. Didn't we have birthdays
Yeah.
almost every day last week?
I think birthdays swept, much like
Swept?
the
The
Dodgers.
whole
were
week?
No, we
looking-
had one anniversary.
we have an
Remember
anniversary?
the 70th
Well, that was
anniversary.
last
We
week,
can't
that's right,
forget that was last week. They were the
That's right.
Thursday winner, but I didn't hear who won on Friday.
And I heard the Dodgers comment you just made, too, there. I know I went Yankees in 4, but don't rub it in right
Yeah.
now. It's early.
Nice.
You asked, so yeah, throw out a little sarcasm.
It's fun.
there.
Look, I expect the Panthers to win every single Sunday. So
I do, too. I put them down to win every
I do
single
too.
week.
How's
I
that
do
working
too.
for you guys?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's early.
It's early, yeah.
That's what it feels like.
early in the franchise, 30 years in, yeah, we're still working on it, working out the kinks.
Yeah.
We don't just talk home ad. We don't just talk events. I always come back to NASCAR with you, Patrick, because
Sure.
your previous life was
Yeah,
in NASCAR. So anything, any thoughts on the? Did you catch the race yesterday, or any highlights of the race?
Yeah, highlights. I was busy at Ghostface
What'd you think?
yesterday, but
Because you're pretty disappointed in NASCAR right now. At least
very
when
much
you talk about
very
it.
much the systems of the championship. I mean, I heard the last segment with Joe Berg. He is accurate and spot on, and he knows the math in and out. And I just think this conversation should not be happening at all. I think it's kind of like a circus.
Like
to
it's
me.
too complicated. You're thinking, or what?
It
Like,
does.
what about it do you not like?
We're trying to make auto racing into a stick and ball sport. Major League Baseball and NFL, NHL, they have ladder systems and playoffs and things like that. And we're trying to shoehorn that type of system into a car race. To me, it just, as a longtime fan, it just doesn't work.
So should
well.
it just be you race all
Yes.
from one race to the end, to
Yes.
the last race, and whoever's got the most
Yeah.
points at the very
Done.
end?
Done.
Just points, or do
Yes.
you do win? What if you win the last race?
So what?
Okay, so it's all about points. in
It's
your
all
mind
about
then.
points that you start in February at the Daytona 500. You just keep a running track, and whoever has the most points at the end of the season, that's done. Simple. It's that easy to me.
Does that make it easier for you, Mabes?
No, I'm more confused now. No, I've been on this playoff thing, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
get that straight. Now Patrick's going back the other way. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I just feel like whoever gets to the front wins in the house.
Whoever's fastest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whoever's fastest wins.
Yeah.
That would be my rule.
Yeah, the win's the race.
Yeah, whoever wins the race wins, and you win the most races, and you win the championship.
Yeah, I disagree with that just from a sporting standpoint. Say you win the most races, but you also crash just as many times. Is that a true sign of a champion?
Yeah, if
I
you're
think not.
Robin's racing, right?
No.
Hey.
No. That's
Sorry, I grew up in the 80s.
That's a bad quote from a bad movie. That's what that is.
Tom Cruise.
Exactly.
Racing
case-
expert.
my case rests. Right there. Done. Yeah. He used to race SCCA, the Sports Car Club of America.
Oh.
And there was a nickname for him of SCCA, See Cruise Crash Again.
Oh, no.
This was back in the 90s.
What about Frankie Muniz? Did he race over the week? Did Truck Series have anything going on, or no?
Truck Series did race at Homestead in Miami on Saturday. I'm not sure if he was in that race or not.
We got the not this weekend, but I believe next is it this weekend? The World of Outlaws is coming up.
Yes, at the dirt track.
Give us the little bit of the World of Outlaws, because we've got some tickets we can give away for
Mhm.
that. So give us the World of Outlaws. What is that?
World of Outlaws would be equivalent to NASCAR. NASCAR being a sanctioning body of stock car racing. World of Outlaws is a sanctioning body of dirt car racing. And they're short ovals is what they race on, where NASCAR is kind of like a paved super speedway type of stock car racing. The World of Outlaws are short half mile and under ovals that are on dirt. Their three top series are sprint cars, late models, and modifieds. And they all have three distinct looks on them. Sprint cars almost look like an incomplete race car to the layman, but they got a big wing on top and they're so fast. The late model series looks more like a traditional style of stock car.
Okay.
You would never confuse it with a NASCAR race car, but if you put them side by side, there are big differences. But that's the best way to explain it if you're not familiar with them, is a full-bodied stock car, but just on dirt. And then the modifieds are kind of like a hybrid. They have full bodies on them, but open wheels.
So is the World of Outlaws a particular type of car as far as this?
No, it's more of a sanctioning body.
Okay.
The cars I just described are
All part of it.
divisions that are sanctioned by the World of Outlaws. Much like NASCAR has different types of stock cars, but they're just all sanctioned by NASCAR.
See, I feel like riding on dirt, I could definitely do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
said
now how fast could you go on dirt?
as fast as I can go
Oh.
on dirt. That's fine.
Okay.
But as far as placement goes, if I'm running Cup Series, I'm probably getting 7th. I'm probably looking more like in World Outlaws on the dirt, 4th.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
I'll take it. I believe you.
We got to get you out there. Did you know that they have two-seaters in the dirt cars, much like they have two-seaters in NASCAR, where you can buy an experience where they buckle you in side by side and someone else drives you. I
No,
said,
I'd
"We
rather
could
not
get
pay
you out
for
there."
death, but if invited, I'll definitely go with. That's not a.
Would you feel better riding or driving?
Either.
Oh, you do both?
Definitely driving. I feel
Driving
better
then?
driving.
More
I'm
in
definitely one of
control?
those because I'm over here in the passenger, like no.
How do you fly? Do you fly okay? Take a commercial jet? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done that. Bill and I have been in a little single-engine Cessna over the lake before. Yeah, a few times.
I'm just thinking like guys express the feeling of I want to drive. I think it's a control thing sometimes. Like I think, gosh, I'll paraphrase Neil Bonnet, tragically no longer with us, but he said, "Man, if there's things gonna crash, I want to be in control of the crash.
Right.
At least have a say in it. Whereas a passenger, you
got no
you
control.
got no.
I'm sitting
say.
over there hitting my invisible brake on the other side on the passenger seat. Doesn't work as well.
Yeah. Oh, you're that mom.
Yeah. Sorry, Katie. Love you.
Oh, I probably will too. The moment Noah or Emmy
The
gets-
handle on the
yeah.
side. I named it the old Rob handle. I'm like, oh, Rob, do it.
My mom still does it when she rides. My mom hates riding with me in the car because she really hates being in the car if she's not driving, and so sometimes I just kind of tweak a little bit to the left just for fun. Sometimes, but,
Shake things up.
Yeah, just
Put her in the bushes.
a little shake and bake. You know what I mean? Something like that. So
Thought you wanted to leaf out your window, mom. And just kind of creep it over a little bit,
You've also got your chance to win Renfest tickets. That's another thing that we're
Yes,
giving away
absolutely.
every single week here. Gave some away at Micaiah's last week and some trivia. So did we solidify the next theme?
Big Bang Theory trivia.
Big Bang Theory
Yep.
is solidified.
That's going to be it for November. I think November 17th.
19th.
19th, 17th, 19th?
I think it's 19th.
Somewhere.
I
It's in
think
there
it's in
somewhere.
there, yeah.
Before Thanksgiving. It's happening. Big Bang Theory.
Easiest way to know when it actually is, get connected with us on social
That's
media.
right.
You can get with WSIC News, Good Morning LKN, LKN Memes, or Lake Norman Woman Magazine, all across the social media sphere. You can connect however you choose to or want to. And of course, download the WSIC News app because every single show that is done here Monday through Friday is available for you on demand. And one of those shows being the Home Ad Show.
Looking forward to it.
9 to 11.
Yeah.
You ready to give away some prizes or anything?
I'm
like that?
excited to give away some prizes.
Well, we think it's going to be birthdays or anniversaries this week.
Ooh, this week?
I'm going to anniversaries. Halloween, some Halloween weddings coming up this week, I bet.
People got married on Halloween.
Sure. People are crazy out there. They're out there doing all kinds of things.
All right, I'm gonna go birthdays again. So reverse Justin, go anniversaries. Probably
You
for
got
most of
birthdays.
Yeah,
and
I'll go
Name's
birthdays.
got anniversaries.
anniversaries.
We will reconvene. We'll reconvene every day this week, but
Sure.
on Friday we'll check out
figure
the
it out.
winner.
We'll figure it out.
The winner.
Who's the winner.
You got your chance.
Maybe this could be material names for the WSIC newsletter.
There you
as to
go.
What?
Oh,
You know, birthdays or anniversaries.
Which one do you think it'll be?
Let's have a contest about the contest.
There you go. There
Win
you go.
tickets.
Win
Win
tickets.
tickets.
We'll give you some tickets to something if you can guess.
Win tickets to an event in which you can win tickets.
That's
There you go.
exactly right. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. That's the number if you want to call into the Home Ad Show that starts at 9 o'clock. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you can do it every single day with Patrick Reynolds. All right, highlight of the weekend. Most favorite moment of the weekend that you had.
Oh, clearly talking to Good Morning LKN on a Monday morning about the weekend.
Okay, so
There you
that's
go.
not the weekend,
Clearly.
but that's okay. We'll take that answer. Mame's favorite part of the weekend.
Gosh, so much happened. I'm gonna say Boo Bash on Friday night at Nina's Boutique was pretty.
we didn't
fun.
even talk about
That was a
Nina's.
good time. Good time. Great
Yeah.
food. Great, great
Little party
company to hang out with
atmosphere.
there. Yeah, good time too, and some apple cider mimosas, which I'd not had before. So that was very good. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, for me, Emmy was a little under the weather under the weekend, so I got a little couple extra snuggles over the weekend.
that's
I'll
sweet.
take that one in. Yeah,
That's
for
nice.
sure. So I guess I win. That's how that goes. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. Home Ad shows up next, 9 to 11. 11 o'clock today, Representative Jeff McNeely coming into the studio, hanging out with you, keeping you apprised of what's going on in Iredale and around the area. Noon to 3, Todd Starnes, 3 o'clock, Today's Real Talk. I'll be on that one with Claudia Ogrizik of Compass Real Estate, 4 o'clock, Local Biz Now, and the Scoreboard.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.